Welcome on a beautiful winter morning. In this video, I'm going to tell you what it's really like to live and work on a campsite and what are the pros and cons of this job and this lifestyle. And I really hope that this video will convince and add a bit of courage to any of you who are thinking about this lifestyle, but you are not sure if it's right for you. So stay with me, give me thumbs up, and listen about the most important pros and cons of living and working on a campsite. So for me, the biggest benefit, what I personally find the most rewarding, is the fact that all these campsite jobs, campsite warden, campsite assistant, member of the maintenance team, and even cleaning jobs, they still come with a seasonal pitch. That means you can live in your own unit on site. Yeah, you have to buy your caravan, and you could go for something big and fancy like this one, but this is our third unit. We started with something smaller and older. You could grab a caravan for £1,000–2,000 and live in it. So this is amazing. Imagine being rent-free or mortgage-free. So this is the biggest perk of the job. And another thing about living on site is that you don't have to drive to work, you don't have to commute. So if you are now spending an hour each time you get to work or you get home, imagine this is gone. So this is an hour, 2 hours of your life every day is saved, because the moment you step outside your caravan, you are at work, and this is amazing. So I don't know if you are new to caravanning or you've done a lot of caravanning and van life, but this is your holy grail. This is your service point on your seasonal pitch, your electric hookup, your water tap, and your drain. And you are sorted. So if you are wondering whether I really know what I'm talking about, yes, I've been living on wheels since June 2018. I've been working on a campsite for 4 seasons now. I'm about to start my 5th, and I really love this lifestyle, and my aim is to encourage you to try. If you are into caravanning and camping, if you love outdoors, you will love this job, and there are more perks to come. So if it sounds interesting and inspiring to you, please subscribe to the channel. It's free and it helps me enormously with growing my channel and reaching new viewers. Thank you so much. If you stay till the end of this video, you will learn about 8 the biggest pros of the job and 5 the biggest cons of the job. So I will share the pros first, and then I will talk about cons and less brilliant things about the job, less fun stuff about the job. But the big perk number 2 is that you will live in a beautiful place. All campsites and holiday parks are set in amazing locations, either close to the coast or in the mountains. They're in beautiful places. That's why people want to come here for holidays, and you will live here. Perk number 3, ladies and gentlemen, unless you work as a receptionist, you will be out and about. You will be working outside, doing a lot of physical work. So this, for me, this is really a full body workout. I work outside a lot, I use tools, I keep moving. I don't have a desk, which for me is one of the biggest perks really, because the job keeps me active, keeps me healthy, you know, healthy body, healthy mind. So this is like a full body workout, really. Each day for me at work is like a full body workout. So when I first started work, I was a bit overweight, maybe not overweight, but I had a bit of extra weight, which I lost very quickly. So I lost weight, I gained fitness, and I gained health, and, you know, much better mood. And in overall, I feel much happier, and I am much healthier since I started working here. So imagine getting a full body workout every day, and not only you don't pay for it, you actually earn money for doing that. So how can you beat that? Would you be happy doing a job like that, or would you rather be behind your desk? Let me know in the comments. Perk number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Work can be busy on a campsite, but you know when it's gonna be busy. You know that each Easter bank holiday will be chock-a-block, and that school holidays will be really busy. But you know, the campsite and holiday parks have booking systems, have systems of predicting the flow of people. So you will know when is your busy weekend, when it's a quieter time, which means you can prepare for busy periods. You can order your stock, you can make sure you are ready, you are prepared, you have everything you need, that everyone knows what they're supposed to do, that any snags or problems are solved before the busy period, because you will not have time for it when it really kicks off. So what I mean by that, work is predictable. You know what to expect each month, each day, really. Which takes us to perk number 5, which is a biggie. Perk number 5. Because work is predictable and you know what to expect and you can brace yourself for busy, difficult time, once you've done it for a season or two, work becomes almost entirely stress-free. You know what to do, you know the ropes. You know how to plan your day to be more efficient. You learn things because you really repeat a cycle. Every year you repeat the same cycle of preparing the site for opening, serving the customers during busy summer, then winding down and closing for winter, and then you start all over again. Which means you know what's coming. There is no anxiety. Oh, what's gonna happen next week? You know. Which leaves you in peace. You can concentrate on your work and you can enjoy almost stress-free lifestyle, which is a huge luxury. Would you agree with me? Perk number 6. You meet a lot of people and most of them are super interesting and super nice. You could meet some adventurous travelers living van life. You could hear some amazing stories from their travels. You also get to know the seasonal customers because most of the sites have seasonal pitches, so you have some seasonal neighbors around you. And generally, you know, people who come to campsites and holiday parks are lovely. They come to relax. Most of them appreciate the site. And it's a really positive environment to be in, and you interact and meet a lot of lovely people. We met a lot of friends through this work, also through the channel. So many of you who watch these videos come to see Mill Park and to meet us. So this is a win-win, you know, we do the job we enjoy, we share it with you, and you come to enjoy this place and meet us. And many of you become our friends. So this is amazing. This is another huge perk of this job and this lifestyle. Number 7, ladies and gents, and I only have this and one more perk to share with you. So we are almost getting to the end of the perks. So number 7 is discounts and perks. As a member of staff, you will most certainly have a discount for stays for your family and friends on site. And we are super lucky because the owners of this site, Mill Park in North Devon, they also stretched this discount for our viewers. So if you watch this video, you like the site, you like what you see around me and what's flying around me, can you see them? You can get a 10% discount for stays in Mill Park. So what you need to do before you make a booking, email us first or drop us a message on Facebook, Instagram, or you could use our email address, which you find in the tab About on YouTube. So email us first and then we will email you a special discount code, which will give you 10% off for any booking you make here in Mill Park at any time of the year. That's important as well, that it applies in high season as well. So we enjoy some perks in a campsite bar and in a shop, but luckily we can share some of them with you, which is super. That takes us to the final perk, and probably most of you already know what's that gonna be. The final perk is also very good, ladies and gents, because work is seasonal. The campsite job is seasonal, which means you have your winter off. Of course, you could work through winter, but me and my husband, we choose not to, and we usually take holidays from November till mid-February, This year we are taking a shorter holiday because we bought a caravan, so we are only taking 2 months, November and December this year, but we used to take 3 and 4 and travel in our motorhome. So we spent the last 3 winters, really, the 3 winters before, we spent in Spain. So this is the first winter in the UK in years. So this is a super big perk, because this is a job which you can stop for a few months and you can do whatever you like. So you can travel, or you can stay on site and just chill in your caravan, literally chill if you stay in the UK for winter. But you are free. This is a job which you can just stop, put on hold, and do whatever you like. And in most of the jobs, it's impossible. If you leave for a month or 3 months, you have nothing to come back to. This job is different. Would that work for you? Is this something that is tempting you to give a try, to apply for a campsite job, take a plunge, start living in a caravan and see what it's like for yourself? Let me know if you start feeling tempted. But before you make your final decision, listen what are the cons. There are only 5 of them, but they could equally put you off. Look at this. The sun is coming and I can already feel the sun rays on my face. So this is a perfect time to start to talk about cons and disadvantages and risks of this job. So number 1, I started this video with explaining how wonderful it is to live on a site, but it is also a bit risky, because if you imagine that you live, you work and you socialize in the same place with the same people, that could leave you quite isolated and quite detached from the outside world. And maybe this is something you need and you seek, and it's good in the short term, but I think you should make an effort. Even, if you live on the side and you love your job, you should make your effort to leave the site, go outside, talk to someone different, see what's happening in the world outside the site. Because especially if it's a lovely place and you feel good here, you could be stuck here day in, day out, and this is definitely not good for you. Number 2, ladies and gents, you really have to commit to this work. You will be working at bank holidays, weekends, summer holidays, and work is not glamorous. Let's face it. What do you do when you work as a member of the outside team on a campsite? You do a lot of cleaning, housekeeping and gardening. This is not glamorous. So when you meet new people and they ask you, oh, what do you do? They will not faint and be super impressed when you say, oh, I work as a campsite warden, or I work as a campsite assistant. They will probably have no idea what you talk about and what you mean. So if you need a social approval, and if you need admiration based on what you do in your life and how you make your living, this job doesn't bring much of this. Maybe some people will appreciate that it is a good job, it is a healthy job, and it makes many people happy. But for most of the people, they will not have much respect for what you do. You will work behind the scenes, you will work when other people play. So this is a con, really, for most of people. Is it for you? Let me know in the comments. Okay, a con number 3. Of course, like in any other job, sometimes you will come across difficult customers, especially if you work as a receptionist or a front of house in the campsite bar or restaurant. You will have to manage their expectations and you will have to manage your health and well-being as well. So there will be difficult situations, like in any job. But I believe that still, comparing to jobs of bus drivers, taxi drivers, teachers and doctors, we don't get that much abuse in this sector. I was working as a teacher for 8 years, and definitely I met many more difficult customers in my teaching career than I have in the last 4 years of working as a campsite assistant. Number 4, ladies and gents, and this is something to be aware of. many of these jobs, of campsite jobs, offer you a monthly salary. So there are two ways of being paid, basically. You could be paid per hour and only be paid for the times when you work, or you could have a monthly or even an annual salary, and that means unlimited hours. So what me and my husband prefer, we prefer to be paid per hour because we feel more in control of how much we work and also how much we earn or not earn. If you decide to work for a fixed monthly pay, don't be surprised that in the high season, in the summer, you will be expected to work well over 40 hours a week. And you can't really complain and you can't say anything because you've already been paid at quieter times. You know, if you were paid the same money in March or April when you maybe were doing 10-15 hours a week, you can't complain that you will be doing 50 in August. So be aware of this and don't be surprised if you are asked to work literally round the clock. Many of the campsite jobs require you to do work of a receptionist, gardener, cleaner, barmaid, waiter, and even a night or evening warden. So this is a big hook, and it happens especially on smaller sites where there is not many staff and everyone does everything. So read the adverts carefully. And be prepared that if you go for the fixed monthly pay, you will have to work a lot in the summer and you will really have no grounds to refuse, to say no, sorry, I'm not doing that, because you've already been paid for this work. Right, I saved the best till the end. So the last con of the job is the fact that some jobs which we will have to do at work on a campsite are pretty gross and disgusting. For example, this is a chemical toilet and most of people know how to use it and they do flush it after use, but not everyone does it. So this one needs cleaning and sometimes things get dropped here inside, and this needs unblocking, and this is probably the most horrible job you would ever do on a campsite. Unblocking chemical toilet, and you have to do it by hand. So of course there is PPE, there is special equipment to protect yourself, but it still means you have to put your hand down there. I haven't had the privilege of doing it yet, maybe because I'm a woman and usually it's the man dealing with that. A bit sexism, maybe. Anyway, I'm not going to volunteer. If there is someone who has enough mercy to do it for me, I'm not going to oppose. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This was a collection of pros and cons of working on a campsite or in a holiday park. Let me know if it's something for you, if you consider this lifestyle or not. Let me know if the cons put you off completely, or maybe pros are enough to encourage you to apply. Anyway, if you are thinking this could be the lifestyle for you and you could enjoy it, there is only one way to find out. You just have to apply and try. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Please do. It's super important for you, for me, and for you as well, because you will know when we have the new video, when the new video is released. If you subscribe and click on the bell, you will get all notifications from us. Thank you very much for watching, and if you're interested in what I do in the meantime between videos, visit me on Instagram. It's KM Freedom Seekers. See you later. Take care.